sabi ko nga, itong election na to, ang dayaan sa election 2025 is cheating by design. It is cheating by design. Whatever cheating that they do here, they do it in such a way na yung magiging resulta is going to be so palatable na, oh sige, feeling natin may dayaan, pero meron naman kaming 5 pumasok na manok so tanggapin na lang namin to. Yan yung yan yung kanilang yan yung kanilang panlaban. Doon, yan yung shield na ginawa nila doon sa kanilang cheating na pinagagagawa.
Miss Joey, alam niyo naman, ang COMELEC nagpe-press con daily, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, at nagpapaliwanag doon sa mga issue nga dito sa ating halalan. Kayo ho ba ay kontento, satisfied doon sa kanilang mga paliwanag? Naiintindihan ho ba ninyo, lalo na sa ating mga kababayan?
Any explanation of COMELEC would not be enough unless they are going to be checked by a third party. A lot of people are calling for the manual voting. A lot of people are calling for recount. I think at this point, because of this huge overvote number, which is highly unlikely. At ito rin na sinasabi ng mga fair election advocates natin, na hindi pa nangyari to yung ganito kalaki. Now, no matter how much COMELEC explain that this incident is unintentional, walang mali siya itong incident na to. The fact that there is 16 million votes that were disenfranchised noong election na ito, whether sinasadya yan, may dayaan na nangyari or wala, how can you tell the people na voice of the people yun nangyari nung March 12, kung meron ganito karaming botong hindi nabilang. May pinost nga kayo na video yung umiiyak yung isang tita. Dahil sa galit niya, dahil na-overvote yung kanyang, na-overvote yung basa ng ACM doon sa kanyang boto, despite the fact na 12 lang naman talaga yung binoto niya sa senators. I mean, this is yung parang COMELEC, you need to respect the people. I know that there are some glitches that may happen on election day because we're using a system and the system is not perfect. So meron talaga na pagkakaroon ng glitch, And I know that even if sabihin na natin na mas maganda yung sistema at magkaroon ng mga, let's say sabihin natin, mga botong hindi nabibilang, those are going to be unfortunate events and kung maliit lang naman yan and it's not gonna change the course of the entire election, pwede mong lunukin Pero 16,801,000, this is almost 17 million na boto sa senatorial race na hindi nabilang. So this is a massive disenfranchisement on the part of COMELEC. And it cannot be, how can you say that the result is acceptable? I mean, the 12th senator received around 13 million. Mas marami pa yung disenfranchised vote kaysa dun sa number 12 na naka-receive ng boto. So, kung meron man siguro tayong hindi dapat bitawan dito sa mga irregularidad ngayong eleksyon na to, it is this area, the overvote.
Totoo. Totoo yan, Miss Joey. At bukod dyan nga, nagkakaproblema yata tayo dito. Parang prone to something ang ating mga makina ngayon. Kung na-oobserbahan po ninyo, Miss Joey, dahil bukod sa overvote, meron din tayong napansin nga, although nagpaliwanag naman ang COMELEC hinggil na doon sa bawas, yung discrepancy noong mga bilang ng boto nakuha nga ng mga kandidato sa pagkasenador noong madaling araw ng araw po yung matapos ang eleksyon, na kung saan nakapansin nga na 5 milyon ang nabawas sa boto ni Senator Bongo at sa iba pang mga kandidato. Kung susumahin mo lahat, mga nasa mahigit 20 million votes nga ang ibinaba doon sa kanilang ranking nung madaling araw nga, na kung saan maraming nabigla doon na Miss Joey.
Ayun nga I think in order to one thing that that COMELEC should do is to open itself doon sa audit. I know that the manual counting would, at this point it is going to be impractical, and maghahabulan kasi tayo diyan ng ng credibility at integrity nung mga boto eh. Yung manual counting kasi syempre pagka ginawa nating manual, it's going to take time, pagkatapos it's going to be very very tedious, at sila naman yung may hawak kasi nung ebidensya, no? Hindi sila may hawak ng mga resibo. I don't think it is the most ideal thing to do. But I believe that moving forward, I agree dun sa mga suggestion ng mga election advocate that there should be a manual aspect to our election process.
Yeah.
But anyway, for this one, for yung sa nangyari nitong May 12, I think it is about time that they open up their system para ma-check ito ng iba't ibang expert kung ano ba yung nangyari. Especially yung transmission na sinasabi nyo, Sir Franco, no, na bakit merong ganong kahabang oras at merong ganong questionableng pag-backtrack sa transmission ng mga boto. So that we can validate the explanation of COMELEC.
Kasi diba,
Kasi
di ba ang sabi, 15 minutes yung gap dapat na makapag-transmit na doon sa COMELEC server at doon nga sa mga server din ng media tulad ng iba pang mga organisasyon nga na inalaw ng COMELEC na tumanggap ng mga datos o yung election returns na itatransmit nga doon sa kanila. Pero nangyari that time noong araw nga ng halalan after 7 o'clock ng gabi ng pagtatapos nga ng eleksyon, dapat mga 7:15 ay nakapag-transmit na. Pero after 2 hours ata, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, alas 9 na ata yun, nang nakapag-transmit unang election returns o datos nga doon sa COMELEC server at doon sa mga media at sa iba pang organisasyon na inalaw na tumanggap nga nitong data.
Correct, and I think those are enough time to tinker on the on the transmission. So it's really incumbent upon COMELEC on how to make the mind of the people at ease. You open your system, you allow third-party audit so that we would know what really happened dyan sa mga transmission ninyo. Hindi ko talaga kasi mabitawan dito, Sir Franco, Sir Jade, yung fact na ang daming na invalidate na boto eh. Yung master disenfranchisement eh. Yung sa dayaan kasi, no, of course, syempre ayaw natin ng mga dayaan, ayaw natin na manipulahin nila yan and whatnot, no? Talagang that is unacceptable. But at the same time, you also have to balance it doon sa you also have to balance it doon sa moving forward na ano na yung gagawin nating next, ganyan. Sabi ko nga, itong election na to, ang dayaan sa election 2025 is cheating by design. It is cheating by design. Whatever cheating that they do here, they do it in such a way na yung magiging resulta is going to be so palatable na, sige, feeling natin may dayaan, pero meron naman kaming 5 pumasok na manok eh. So, tanggapin na lang namin to. Yan yung yan yung kanilang yan yung kanilang panlaban. Doon, yan yung shield na ginawa nila doon sa kanilang cheating na pinagagagawa. But I hope that especially PDP laban, no, yung partido ng Pangulong Duterte or other election advocates are not going to stop when it comes to finding out yung mga mali at yung pagsasagawa ng mga pag-check ng mga numero, kasi I think data analytics would be a very very good lead kung ano yung mga areas na dapat i-audit dito sa system ng COMELEC. And COMELEC should open its system to third party audit team that they are not that they did not choose, someone that is truly independent. In fact, sana nga some election advocates are saying na kailangan lang daw nila i-open yung kanilang source code, something to that effect, although I do not really understand it wholly kasi medyo technical yung kanilang mga explanation dyan. Pero, IT expert can actually look at the system and see the loopholes in that system. I think yung mga basic principle ng mga basic IT principles naman ito na kung saan maaaring tingnan ng mga ibang mga experts, mga IT experts, yung mga galawan na nitong transmission, nitong even the program itself, no? Kasi merong mga allegation na yung overvote parang ang nangyayari daw parang may pattern daw yung pag-overvote. It could be that when you write the name of the person, it triggers overvoting. Mukhang merong ganun daw mukhang program daw siya doon sa counting machine. And for it to happen so many times, 16 million na boto ang na-invalidate dito. A true blue investigation should happen.
Oo.
And I think the conclusion here is kapag kunwari ganyan kalaki, na yan yung cheating na yan masyado ng massive yan if it is not cheating, if it is just an error on the machine, I think still, we really have to check the level of the validity of the election. Kasi hindi naman yan boses ng tao hindi yan boses ng bayan kung ganyan kalaki ang hindi nakaboto, ang hindi nabilang na boto.